Well, we are about to embark upon the third installment of our fall beer series.
Yes, it's spilled over into a second
shot.
week the way we thought, because we've got we actually have one more this week, so we've got that going. Now this week kind of starts where they're not specifically a seasonal, but I think you and I both kind of fall into the category of, you know, when we're thinking like we've got a porter here today.
Yes.
We've got a imperial barrel-aged stout that I could not be more excited about. We've got that coming later in the week. It's that heartier, heavier beer thing that we think of seasonally, so we've kind of lumped that into here. So
Yes.
that's what we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com, and the beverage we're about today is from Marin Brewing Company, and it's their Point Reyes Porter.
Yes, and they are no stranger to the podcast. We've done another one on another podcast on one of their beers. It was the San Quentin Breakout Stout, I believe, and we like that actually quite a bit. And what we like, too, is not only the good flavors and good taste, but also they're on the economical side as well.
The good price, yeah. And I read, not that we can get it, but I read that in their tap room, they actually have a sour, or at least had a sour, that you could go and get a pint of.
Shut the front door. That sounds
Shut the
amazing.
front door.
Shut the
That's
front door.
right.
That sounds amazing.
So, no, we
I wonder
we
what
are
they
a
would
fan
do
of.
with that.
What do you mean?
I would love to taste that because I like.
I know I would too, but
yeah,
we're not there.
Darn it.
I was close a few months ago, but not there now. So.
No, not there now. But this this beer comes in at $4.49 roughly for the 22 or 24 ounce bomber. 22 ounce bomber, and I got it at Total Wine, which is where I usually have seen a lot of these lately. They seem to be finally making over to Arizona, fairly new to us. And alcohol wise,
6%.
Oh, okay,
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
So we're going to throw this, like I said, into our seasonal, our fall season mix here.
And I can't remember the last time I had a porter, to be honest with you.
Well, was it the Bottle Works? Wasn't that considered a porter?
Was it? I don't remember if that was considered a porter.
They considered.
Did they?
Considered that a porter?
Well, then that's the best porter I've
Let's
ever
see.
had. That is going to be tough to live up to if they consider that a porter. I don't think they. I didn't know they had a definition of that.
Yeah, American Strong Ale / Imperial Porter.
Oh, an imperial porter. Okay.
So.
All right. Well, it doesn't quite have to live up to that then.
No, it
but
does
that
not.
was delicious. If anyone wants to go back through that, so.
Now I'm lost.
Now, Marin Brewing, they are out of, where are they at?
Larkspur.
That's right. Take the last train to Larkspur. That's right.
Take the last train to Larkspur.
Wow. I didn't think I poured this so heavily, but
And,
sorry about that.
It's we're having
It's
what's
growing, too.
The Java Stout.
Yeah,
The
that's right.
The Santa Fe.
The Santa Fe, the Java Stout.
That was 100% head, though. I think at one point in the
It
glass.
was 100%.
This is about 80, and it's on the down. It's
At least it's on the downward a little bit there.
Seems to be moving a little faster.
Wow.
Although if you have to do a little SpongeBob time lapse.
Yeah.
4 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely a pretty sturdy head as well. That's
Yeah.
kind of sitting there. Nice kind of creamy foam. We can probably do
analyze our
color and stuff.
there. Yeah. It's pretty black.
It's pretty black. Yeah, it's very dark brown, almost black. I get a little bit of brown tinge kind of toward the bottom.
Well, and especially on the head too.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. So we probably can get some aroma out of this. Maybe. What do you think?
It's definitely some roasty, almost like grainy though, like almost like the dirt in the grain in a way. You know what I mean? It's like dirt's not a very complimentary word, but there is some, and earth isn't quite the right word either. But
No, it is more of that like roasty, robust porter kind of style. Like I said, it's kind of that
yeah,
a little heavier. Yeah, definitely roastier grains.
maybe a little coffee.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's definitely a little coffee note in there.
Some
Little hint
chaff.
of chocolate, a little sweet. I think. What's that?
I said some chaff.
Some chaff. Yeah, no,
Not
maybe
quite
that's
chaff.
maybe that's the other part.
That's going too far.
Yeah, there's a little sweet, little chocolatey. Definitely the roasty comes through first. I get that most. But pretty nice aromas, I would say.
Overall.
All right.
They get a little note of licorice in there. Slight.
At the very back.
Not enough to so you'd say,
Yeah.
ooh, that's licorice, but just
At the very back
something.
on the finish, I get that. I get the little bit of chocolatey.
Mhm.
The roasty definitely comes through.
Yes.
And the roasty, though, then kind of turns into that, it reminds me of that fruit malt, like sour.
I definitely get
It's kinda in
a sour.
Do you know what I mean? Like I said, in
Mhm.
that, which is almost kind of minerally, maybe. Like I said, that sour kind of reminds me of that. There's some sort of...
Yeah, it's a roasted, sweeter, malty, sour, but fruit sweet malt.
Yeah,
sour.
fruits, right, exactly. Yeah, kind of like...
So
some
it's
sort
not
of,
that like super bready, heavy malt, but it to me it's
It's like a lemon... made like a lemon bread or like some sort of lemon, like some, where it's mixed into there a little bit, because it's not a custardy, it's not that kind of creaminess. It's more
Right.
of like if you made a lemon like bread poppy seed kind of thing or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's more it's kind of, it doesn't have the solids of it, but it's almost like if you get, like if you make a pot of French press coffee and you pour that in the cup and you're getting toward the end and you're getting the heavier, maybe extracted parts from the
Okay.
solids that were still in there.
Right.
I'm not getting any solids, but
No.
it's almost like it's more it's like more focused on
It's
just the grains and the coffee, and and I keep coming back to dirt, and it's not, I don't mean dirt, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just it's just the finer pieces of the grain, or the finer pieces of
It's an intensified version of all those things, and for
Yeah.
me, it's the roastiness that
Yeah.
really comes through kind of at the end, which is not bad. This balance is pretty nice. I've come to realize that's not what I like to look for in a porter.
So what are you looking for in a porter?
I like it to be a little smoother. I don't like that. I don't like that those sour,
Yeah.
roastier flavors.
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
because the porters tend to be a little bit thinner. I think when they're roasty, since they don't have as much of the other chocolate things going on in there like a stout would have, I tend to kind of go away from that. I mean, this is pretty well balanced, so I think if that's your thing, I think you'll like this quite a bit. It's just not it's just not a style that I'm looking for.
It is a little heavier than I'd like. You're right, sour wise.
Yeah.
It's a little heavy on the sour bar, or because it's not bitter, so it's heavier on the sour, from the bready, from the fruity, from something. Everything else in there I kind of like. I like the roasty notes.
Yeah.
I like. There's a little sweetness to it. I like, but the sour is a little bit.
I think
a little bit much.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's something from the roastiness or what that is that makes that kind of come back forward, because everything else, like I said, is very nice. There is a little bit of sweetness. Maybe a little more of that would kind of counteract that a little bit.
Mhm.
I think the body is nice for a porter.
Mhm.
Like I said, that's pretty nice. So overall, like I said, if that's kind of your thing, is more toward the roasty, robust kind of porter, I think you're gonna like this. Like I said, for me, there's just that little heavier sour in the middle. Like if I was having this with food, maybe that might make a little bit of a difference. But there is just kind of an extra flavor that hangs that I'm not
It's
as
still
much a fan
there.
of. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just kind of really just sitting, and
Yeah.
I'm not as much a fan of that. But
Yeah, I agree.
but I do definitely like this brewery. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
For the most part, this will not turn me off to any of their other things. I'm still interested in trying many of their other things.
Yeah,
so.
me too.
But so head on over to the website at AboutBeverages.com and check out the tasting notes for this porter from Marin Brewing Company, along with where it hits on our recommendation scale. And while you're there, definitely check out the other beer that we have done from them. You can look at the podcast on that, as well as our drink database. We've got links to our Twitter and our Facebook, all those different things. Emails. We'd like some more emails. Like I said, it's seasonal now. What are you drinking? What are the different things that you're enjoying now that maybe you don't usually enjoy during the summer? Is it stouts? Is it porters like this one? Do you like this one? Do you like others? Do you like anything?
Do you think seasonal drinking is crazy? It doesn't matter what time of year, you'll drink anything. I mean, let us know. Text, comments, all those things.
They're going to text?
Well, I guess they can't.
Are you putting
text.
out your phone number?
I'm sorry.
Keith's putting out his
You can't
phone number.
text
I will
us.
put it right here at the bottom of the
I'm
screen.
sorry you can't
No,
text
I'm just
us.
kidding.
It's 867-5309. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't text us. You
I've
can
got your
send us
number.
comments. You can comment on YouTube or any of our
Jay,
posts.
I've
You
got
can. Yeah,
your
sorry about
number.
that. No texting. Sorry.
You can if you want. Do you want to put your number out there?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I don't have that many. I don't have unlimited texts.
That's
It's
right.
fantasy football season. I've got to conserve those texts for those of us who still don't have the iMessage and the iPhone going. Joe,
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.